So what is included in the offer? So in the offer, there can be addendums, but typically they're going to write what we call a clean offer, which means we're not going to include any inspections, things like that in the offer. We're going to, in the offer, you figure out how much you're paying, obviously, for the house. If you're asking for any kind of concessions, up until recently, it sounds like, you have some concessions going on, but normally there wasn't any. And then we'd see, okay, is the seller going to pay for a home warranty? Sometimes that can be in the contract. Obviously, title and escrow, there's some standards around here. That's 50-50 split. And the seller pays for the title insurance.
Seller pays for the title insurance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And other than that, normally it's the thing you really look at is like, okay, how many days do they want this escrow to be? Most people, it's 30 days. That's pretty standard. Right. Sometimes though, if you have a buyer that's non-contingent and the seller is already out of the house, I know you said you can get it done as soon as 9 days. So
yeah, as long as we get the only caveat to that, as long as the appraiser can get it done in 24 hours, which is happening a lot now, or we get a waiver, which, because the waiver makes so much. So without a waiver, you're probably talking 12 days. So it's just a matter of how fast you want to get in that house. And because as I always say, time kills all deals. The longer you go on this, what can happen. We've had some more houses come back on the market recently, and probably because their rate wasn't locked.
Yeah. And so that's one thing I saw in an offer recently was someone put in there, and this is the first time I've seen it, that the rate would have to stay below 5.5%. And I was like, well, that's kind of a really uncertain thing. And that's another way out of the contract.
Well, then you better lock it. And then that's the first thing I would take out of there.
Yeah, no. Yeah. There was a few other things, but
yeah, we don't care. Prevailing rate, change the rate to prevailing rate.
Yeah.
That's what I would say, because you have no control over what that loan person does, whether they lock it when they get in, because there's a lot of people who didn't lock on Friday and wish they would have. Because the rule of thumb used to be don't lock on Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it would be better on Monday or Tuesday.
No kidding.
Not this week.
No.